Hi guys, my name's Jim and welcome to Six String Studies. Today we're going to be looking at tapping. So this is an intermediate lesson for those of you who have never done any tapping. We're going to be looking at the basic technique on only one string, but doing a few different examples to show you where you can take it. And then maybe we'll go across a few other strings right at the end of the lesson, so stick around for that. But before we get going, if this is your first time here, welcome. I would invite you to subscribe and hit that bell notification button so you don't miss any lessons. Also, if you're a complete beginner, check out my guitar primer book. That's a free download for you. I'll leave a link in the description for that. Let's get to the lesson. Okay, so here's our tapping primer. What we're going to do is start with the notes A, C and E, i.e. the 5th fret of the E string, the 8th fret of the E string, and also the 12th fret. Now, we're going to be starting with a pick on the 5th fret. And I'm picking on the actual board itself, not back here. I'm picking around the 14th fret because I'm going to be tapping the 12th fret. So I pick the 5. I'm going to hammer to the 8th fret. And then I'm going to tap onto the 12th fret. Now when you tap, you've got to basically put your finger down fairly hard, just like as if you were doing a hammer-on, for example, with the left hand. And when you tap off, i.e. start again, you want to regenerate it, rather than just releasing the tap, you want to actually pull away. Just again, as if you're doing a pull-off. And notice when my fingers are on, they stay on until I need them to be released. Then I'm going to pull away to the 5th fret here. Pull off to the 5th. So once again, pick on the 5th fret, hammer to the 8th fret, tap to the 12th fret. That's number 1. Okay, here's example 2. I'm going to start with an open E string, so I'm going to pick that. Then I'm going to hammer onto the 5 and then the 8th fret with my 1st and 3rd fingers of the E string there. And then I'm going to tap that 12 again. So I'm now thinking in sextuplets. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I pull off again. So we get this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, it's worth noting as well, this bit of my hand around the palm area, or just beneath the palm area, really kind of the wrist bone area I guess, is resting on the strings that I don't want to hear. Otherwise we're going to get lots of, if I don't do that, we get this. And that's the noise created behind it. So I've got to get rid of that by resting on. There we are, that's number 2. So if you like the tapping technique but you want to take it a bit further, let me know in the comment section and I'll do a more advanced video for you. Okay, example 3, we're going to be moving the right hand around now. So far we've just been doing this sort of thing and using open strings as well. So we're going to start with the 5th fret here, picking that, and then we're going to hammer on to the 8th fret, and then we're going to tap the 10th fret. So we get this. We'll do 2 of those, and then we're going to move the right hand up to the 12th fret, okay? Now don't worry about these travel noises. If you're doing the technique correctly, it kind of gets masked by the notes themselves. So we get this. Lesson number 3. Okay, so what about if we're moving between strings? Well, this is how we do it. Well, this is one of the ways we do it. I'm going to start with our tap again, 12, 8, 5, and then come back up again. So I'm going to go 1, 2. Now, instead of coming back to the 8E, I'm going to hammer the 8B. This is a hammer on from nowhere, so I'm just going to go straight onto it. All right, so we get... And then we continue the pattern, 12, 8, 5. Now I'm going to go to 7 on the G string, and I'm going to go 12, 7, 5. So I have so far. To finish this lick, I'm going to maintain the pressure on the 7th fret here, tap the 12, and do a bend. I'm bending with my left hand as normal, but the tapping finger is following it up. So we get... A little faster then. There we go. So there you go, guys. That was the tapping primer for you. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, check out 6 String Studies Book 1, 2 and 3, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.